Today I wanted to show you the look that I created for my 50th birthday party. So I've just had my 50th birthday party on the weekend, and this is the look that I did. I think I've actually done it better now. I was a bit nervous that night, and this is the outfit that I wore. So I'm using mainly affordable products, so I'll make sure that there's a list of those, but let's jump in. First off, I'm just going to clip my hair back. Now I'm looking very, very tired. It has been a long week. I've been super, super spoiled. I'm feeling very blessed right now. I'm beginning with the Alpha H. This is a really nice firming collagen repair cream, and instantly you can see how it's just given me that nice shot of moisture. I'm using the Calecim. This is the eye cream. I've used this quite a few times before, and just really prepping under those eyes that are looking just that little bit tired today. Thought I'd comb through my brows first, just letting that moisturiser really sink in and work into my skin. I'm using the e.l.f. Cosmetics. I really like this little brow pencil. It's in the shade Taupe, and it has like a little brush at one end. I love any eyebrow pencils that have a brush at one end, just so much easier to use. And then I'm just combing that product all the way through, and once again starting on the other side. I always start on the outer corner, like the sort of center, and work my way towards the inner corner, just so that it doesn't get too dark on the inner corner and make it look like that I'm frowning. So, and once again, just combing that through. The foundation I'm using today is the Dr. Jart BB Cream. Now, I did say I was using exactly what I used on my 50th party, but I didn't actually use this. I do prefer this for everyday wear because it has the SPF 40 in it as well. So I'm buffing that in with one of the Home Beauty foundation brushes. Home Beauty gave me a whole heap of brushes, and they're absolutely beautiful. This one is called Number One, and it's for the complexion. It's really nice. I'm just putting a light layer on. So on my night of my party, I actually had an airbrush foundation that I used. I only brushed it on, and very lightly. Once again, I don't like my base to be too heavy. I really like my skin to look like skin. So just a really nice bit of coverage there. Using the Home Beauty concealer brush, and I'm just picking up some more of that BB cream and placing it all over the mobile lid there and underneath my eye as well. Keeping it super, super light. So here we go. For the bronzer, I'm going in with the L'Oreal. This is one of the Lumi Glow bronzers, and I'll just find out what shade it is. I think it is in, let me have a look, sorry, 130 Sunset. So this is just a really nice bronzer, and it is quite illuminating. It just gives you that nice flush of color and really helps the face to look like it's a bit glowy and sun-kissed. I've just placed it in the higher points of my face, one to give it a little bit of shape and definition, but two to give my face that little bit of a sun-kissed look as well. Using another one of the Home Beauty brushes just to buff that in. This one is called Number 4, and these brushes are just beautiful. They're quite soft, they're really easy to use, and they're all numbered, which I think is quite a great idea. So I also contoured down my nose once again to give it some shape, but also to give it that little bit of a sun-kissed look. My party was at the Garden Bar, so it's overlooking a marina. Very, very lovely and very like sort of summery. The blush here is by Joocyee. I've used this before. It is the MO2, and it looks really intense, but it's not. Then I'm going in with the Prometics, sorry, got that wrong. They're eyeshadow sticks. Now this looks intense, but really I pretty much wipe all of it off. All I wanted to do was smudge a little bit of this dark shade right into that lash line and create just a little bit of softness around the eyes, and just look at it slightly a little bit smoky there. So the shade that I've used is Espresso, and as you can see, I'm just buffing it right out and into the lash line to just create that sort of soft, smoky look before we go in with the eyeshadows. So once again, just placing it all over the lid there, just near the lash line, and I really pretty much buff it right out. So I'm sort of mixing it in with that foundation. I didn't use an eye prime today, and I do feel I possibly should have, but it is just a nice little bit of diffused shadow there, just to give that nice sort of soft smoky look to begin with. So with the eyeshadow palette, this is the Sigma Beauty, and this is located in my shop. I absolutely love this palette. It is the Spectrum palette. The shadow that I'm going in with first is called Camel, and I'm really just placing that really high in the outer crease there up into the brow bone, just to create some shape and some lift. It's the same on the other side. I did swap brushes. I'm back to the BK Beauty brushes here. This is one of the Nikki LaRose brushes, again my favorites. So I've got a few brushes now, and I love and adore all of them. Brushes are key to a very good application, by the way. The next colour I picked up is called Star Anise. So it is more of a chocolatey shade, and I'm just running that right into that outer corner there and just right into that crease. Sorry, the shade is actually called Cornucopia. It's a more of a chocolate shade. Star Anise is quite light brown. This is more chocolatey. I wanted to sort of really work in with the outfit that I'm wearing today and make it really chocolatey. Just running some of that residual around the bottom lash line there as well. So that just keeps it nice and blended out. And as you can see, I do go back and forth and blend. It's really important. I'm taking that dark Cornucopia colour and just popping it on the edge there, just in the outer corner there, just to really create a little bit more intensity. Same on the top of the eyelid there as well. Going in with one of the Prometics Glide eyeliners. Now, I would have used chocolate, but the only one I had on hand, and same with the night, was a Mulberry, because it is one of my favourite colours. But because this Mulberry is a real chocolatey Mulberry, if that makes any sense, it works so well with this look. Glides on beautifully. I love these eyeliners. They're easy to smudge, they're easy to work with, and they don't transfer and they don't pull either. So perfect for this look. And I'm going right into the tight line there as well, just to make sure it's really intense around that lash line. And then I'm just buffing a little bit of that light shade we began with, just on the inner corner there, just to finish off the eye makeup look. Going in with one of the L'Oreal mascaras. This one is called the Extension. It really does give, it's called Extensionist actually, and it really does elongate those eyelashes. It's in black. I wanted it to be in black. Quite often I use brown or mulberry these days, but because it was a nighttime event, I wanted to make sure the eyes were really standing out. So black was the best way to go, and placing a little bit on the bottom. Now, this is a different lip liner than what I used on the night. I used the Merit Beauty one. This one is a L'Oreal, and it's the Colorish Lip Crayon. These are beautiful, actually, but what I've found is it's quite intense for me for this look, because what I used on the night was not so full on. So I'm just really smudging that in with my finger and buffing it down just a little bit. And then I'm following it with one of the Runway Room glosses, so that just sort of makes it a little bit more nude. For my setting powder, I'm using the Joocyee Translucent. I'm actually really enjoying the Joocyee products. They're very affordable and they work really well. So just buffing that in with one of the Home Beauty brushes. And then I'll take out my hair and just give this a little bit of lift. So I'm using my hands just to really give it a bit of lift and a bit of a scrunch to create some body. And I'm using the Tame Me product here. It's an argan oil product, just to sort of tame the hair and get rid of some of that frizz. And then that is the final look, and I'll show you what my outfit looks like as well. So this is the final look. I hope you liked that tutorial. That is exactly what I wore on my face for my 50th birthday party. And now I'll show you my outfit. So this is a closer look at the outfit that I wore. So this is called the Keaton dress. I got this from a gorgeous boutique here in Early Beach called Cotton Spark. Boutique actually, they're sister shops, and it's got this beautiful details. It is a polka dot, nice chocolate brown, wearing my Bellini heels and just a little clutch to go with. So that was my outfit that I wore for my 50th celebrations. So it is super elegant. It was very easy to wear, very, very comfortable.